Margot Lane.
And I'm Bob Spicer, and this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Hy-Vee and YC Power Sports.
Today we're going to talk about a dispute between a local business owner and the DNR and what the Camden County Commission did about it.
A popular creek gets some important improvements.
A local Boy Scout plans to honor first responders.
And a new way to contact 911 for help. We'll get all that and more after a word from Hy-Vee in Osage Beach.
This Friday, the Osage Beach Library is hosting their free family movie night at 6:30. Join them as they show a family-appropriate movie and serve popcorn and water or soda. The event is popular, so please call ahead to register.
If you're up for some spooky fun this weekend, you can tour the Haunted Castle down in Brumley. It's a beautiful Queen Anne Victorian home that's been voted the most haunted house in the Midwest and one of the top 10 places to visit at Lake of the Ozarks. Tours are Friday and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Tickets are $20.
The Miller County Fair runs through Saturday. On Friday night, they're doing compact figure 8 races, and Saturday night, you can catch the Demolition Derby. And of course, the carnival is open every evening as well. That's all at the Miller County Fairgrounds in Eldon.
Friday is Hot Summer Nights again on the Bagnell Dam Strip. This week, it's all about rats, rods, and street machines. This free family-friendly event starts at 6 p.m. Springfield Cardinals mascot Louie is going to be there as a special guest. No doubt he will team up with the notorious Captain Scalawag for some fun for the kids and adults alike.
On Saturday, you're invited to join the Lake Ozark Watershed Alliance paddlers at Hahatonka State Park for the kayak meetup. That's from 9 a.m. to noon. The LOA paddlers will be there to encourage and assist anyone interested in learning about the peaceful and scenic way to go boating at the Lake of the Ozarks. That's just some of what's happening at the lake this weekend. Go to LakeExpo.com for a complete list of events.
And coming up, a jurisdiction debate between Camden County and the DNR, and a local Boy Scout works to remember those who we've lost. Plus a tip from Bob's No Wake Zone, some killer fireworks, all that after a word from YC Power Sports.
On the road, on the trail, or on the water, if you're looking for heart-pounding performance and fun, head for YC Power Sports in Osage Beach. The biggest and best brand names in the field, along with incredible selection and unrivaled service. Make this year at the lake the best it can be, with a visit to our showroom in Osage Beach, and coming soon, our new relocated showroom in Columbia. Take a look at YCPowersports.com too. Summer fun is just waiting for you at YC Power Sports in Osage Beach and Columbia.
Here's a safe boating tip from Bob's No Wake Zone. Captain Bob May.
All boats create wakes when under power and underway. Knowing how your boat performs is very important. If your boat has a planing hull, then your best operating speed puts you on top of the water, not plowing through it with your bow up. Operate your boat at idle speed when entering any cove with docks, and stay 100 feet away from docks or other boats. Remember to be courteous. Treat other boaters and property owners as you would want to be treated. And causing harm to another person or their property with an excessive boat wake may subject you to enforcement action or civil liability. For more information on boat wakes, visit the Missouri Water Patrol website or your nearest marina, like Bridgeport Marina. Thanks for your hospitality. Be sure to join me on Saturday mornings for Bob's No Wake Zone Boating Radio Show on News Talk KRMS. Until then, we'll see you out on the lake.
What's been happening at the lake? Well, here's a look at some of what happened at the lake last week.
Lake of the Ozarks draws lots of visitors for summer vacation, but this summer 21 students from Thailand are here to gain work experience. They're university students participating in a 12-week paid internship at Woods Supermarket in Sunrise Beach. The intern program is run through the State Department and helps increase cultural exchanges around the world. Woods pursued the intern program because they can't seem to hire enough help during the summer, believe it or not. Even with those 21 students, the grocery store is still looking to fill at least 20 positions. Woods employees say the students have been amazing to work with, always seem to have a smile on their faces, and the students do agree that us Missourians are all very nice people.
Here's a tongue twister for you. Camden County is building a concrete culvert on Carroll Cave Road in an area that was damaged by flooding in 2013. FEMA is contributing more than $22,000 to the project, which should cover the cost of materials. Once it's finished, travelers will be able to cross the creek during very intense storms. The triple box culvert project is being installed near the intersection of South Davis Hollow Road. For those of you who travel that way, you should plan on a different route for the next 90 days.
The Camden County Commissioners decided last week that Casa de Loco Winery can stay open despite the Department of Natural Resources' insistence. The business is under their jurisdiction and needs to close due to wastewater issues. Concern was over sewer pipes that were reportedly leaking into a nearby creek. DNR officials say they would not issue an operating permit to winery because of what inspectors saw, even though the owner, Larry Owens, says the pipes have been fixed. County Commissioners Greg Hasty and Cliff Luber stepped in because they did not feel the winery produced enough wastewater to place it under DNR's control. A dye test of the wastewater system will be done soon to clarify if this is even a problem, and in the end, the commissioners voted to give Casa de Loco a license from the Health Department effective July 1st, with stipulation that in the next couple of months, the Health Department would research who actually has jurisdiction in this case, and both commissioners agreed the business needs to be given ample time to comply with any required improvements.
Shortly after a gunman shot 11 people in a movie theater in Louisiana last year, Lake area moviegoers might have noticed a police presence at the Eagles Landing Cinema. Over the past several years, there have been enough requests for temporary security that the city has decided to enter into a formal contract with the theater. Last week, the Board of Aldermen unanimously approved that contract, which says the theater will pay $25 an hour for police security on regular days and $50 an hour on holidays. The new measure protects the city and the police department from legal responsibility for claims or lawsuits.
Local Boy Scouts working to become an Eagle Scout and has teamed up with the Osage Beach Fire Protection District. Plans is to memorialize emergency responders killed in the line of duty. Christian Ganella is a 17-year-old senior at School of the Osage. He approached the fire district 6 months ago with the idea to construct a memorial for local emergency service personnel. This memorial will name those lost in the line of duty and those whose deaths while not in the line of duty can be tied directly to their service. A ribbon-cutting ceremony is tentatively planned for September 11th, 1 p.m. on the memorial grounds.
At the National Trail Day celebration held earlier this month in Windsor, visitors got to see a glimpse of the future Rock Island Trail and its junction with Katy Trail. The first 47-mile section of the Rock Island from Pleasant Hill to Windsor will open this year. Ameren Electric hopes to have another large section of the trail salvaged sometime next year. Then we will donate the stretch to the Missouri State Parks for development. Windsor will one day be at the crossroads of one of the longest loop trails in the nation.
Sometimes it's just easier to text somebody rather than call them, and now Osage Beach has made texting even more useful. As of July 1st, Osage Beach 911 Communications Center will be the only 911 center in the lake area able to get text messages. If you have an emergency but you can't call, you simply type 911 into the to or recipient field, type your message to include the type of emergency and location, then press send. And if your message doesn't go through or isn't available where you are, you'll receive a bounce back message telling you to call 911.
I'm Margot Lane, and this has been your Lake of the Ozarks News Update. Thanks for watching us on KOMO Connect Channel 90 and Charter Channel 197, and watch anytime on MyLakeTV.com. And remember to connect with us on Facebook and Twitter at MyLakeTV.
And you can check out our Instagram page at @my_LakeTV. And for Margot and the entire news team from here at the Lake TV News Studios, I'm Bob Spicer. And by the way, we leave you today with some spectacular fireworks shot by our own Ricky Smith down at Old Kinderhook over the holiday weekend. You'll love it.
Beautiful.
Uh-oh, that one went off slow.